It's frustrating to save the sources in the random note apps and in the screenshots only to forget where they were saved. To prevent this, the Knowledgebase template is here. It lets you organize your books and learnings in one place, access your sources with a single click, and organize your learnings from the sources at the same place. Organize insights from the courses. Save the key highlights while reading on the spot. Organize your tools and then track your monthly reading goals. You can get the link to this template in the description below. Now here is the full breakdown of this knowledge base functioning, starting with its two quick actions. Here is the quick navigation bar that you can use, move to the specific sections you need rather than scrolling to the dashboard every time. For example, I want to the resource database, I will just click here and I will jump to it. And next, for example, I want to the courses section, I will click here and yes, here I am to the courses database only. And now I will move out. And the next top benefit of this knowledge base is these quick buttons. As the name signifies, you can directly add the information about new book, new resource or new highlight. For example, I want to add a new book. I will just click here and I will open the page based on this small bar. And now I will fill the book name, author's name, and next you can fill all of the information, for example genre and the status to read. Okay, and here you can attach the link if you have. And then let me show you, we added about the one thing book. You can see it has automatically added to your books database. Similarly, you can add your new resources and new highlights. Just click on this button and click on this open bar and then fill the key information. Let me show you how you can use this knowledge. I am showing you this based on how I use the same system for myself. The first we will begin with is the resource database. You can save the sources like any YouTube video that you want to watch later. Here you can see I have saved multiple videos and sources that I generally read and watch whenever I get time. And for this you will click on a new option. Use it. Firstly, you will mention the title here of the source and then you can mention the source link like this is the YouTube video, and then you can mention the category and date added. This date added would be automatically updated here based on today's date as you click on the new page. And then what's the priority, and then the next part is that you can give it a rating. I like. The next is what's the topic. This is based on self-improvement topic or niche, and the status. As you mark the status completed, it will automatically click on this completed checkbox. Let me show you. Let's say I mention on hold, then you can see that blue check is removed. Once I mention it as completed, it's updated here. And then you can mention, like you can see I was watching the video, then I have documented all my learnings on the same page. And then you can even track what are the next actions I want to take. So this is how I do a checklist this way. Let me share you the way I document these learnings. For example, I am watching a YouTube video, then I will write down all the takeaways in the comment section. Then I'll copy it from there and I'll paste in this section. So this way you can use it for yourself as well. In this resource database, whenever you click on the new page, you will be getting automatically date added for today. You will get the automatic template, record your learnings, notes and list the actions you want to take. And the next part is, as you can see, it has different views. The first is you can see it is in the table. or you can use this gallery view based on your preferences. In this gallery view, you will be getting a picture view of your details, and even you can make the changes here itself. And you can directly get access to the source by clicking on this link outside of this page only. And the next is based on the priority basis: medium, high, no priority, low, medium. So this is how you can track it according to the priorities wise. The next is you can track them according to your reading progress. This is my personal source database, so I didn't mention any status because I didn't have any kind of need. So this is why it's showing no status. But whenever you select any status in this bookmark section, it will automatically categorize all of these here in the progress wise. Now the next section we have is the courses database. You will click on the new page and mention your course name here, and then you can mention the category, mark it on click create, and it will be updated here, and the start date is automatically updated. You can document your goals here, that what are your expectations and goals from this course. And the next is you can document your learnings, the actions you want to take, the questions, and any additional notes. So this is how your courses, the learnings would remain organized under the same page. Like as you would be saving this course, the same method applies to your books database. Okay, you can mention the key information, for example the title of the book and what's the source link, or it could be any file. Okay, and the next is author's name, what's the start date, what's the genre of the book, the status, the priority, the rating. And another thing is you can track your books reading according to the priorities wise. For example, I have marked it as a priority high, and as you can see it has automatically updated it under the high properties. And the next we have is the reading progress. You can track your books according to the reading progress. Is it to read you are reading, or is it completed? And once you mark their status completed, okay, your completed books will be automatically saved here. Fine, hope you got it. And whatever your major highlights, the learnings from the book, you can mention them here under the same page under the additional notes. Now the next section we have is the highlights part. Whenever you find any post that you want to save, if you want to save any highlights that you get while reading any blog or website, you can use this highlight section to save your major insights and to use them instantly at the time you need them. For this, you would click on a new page. Okay, and then next you can mention the what's the major name, title of the highlights. Then you can update the category here, and the next is what's the source link if you want to save, what's the source type, and then you can directly copy and paste here your highlights under the headings. Okay, and another tip is, for example, under the same category you can organize the multiple highlights. For example, this is the category of productivity. You can save all of the highlights under the same. Here is a tip to organize the information as you document here. You can click on this plus button and then you can add toggle list. Now you can divide the sections under the different toggles. For example, I give it a head H1, and then you can mention all of the information in this toggle. it's just a dummy information. You can mention all of this information and then you would cover it in this part. This way, and you will click on enter, a new toggle will appear. This way you can organize the different information, different insights under the specific headings. Now the last section of this knowledge base is the monthly goals for your books and learnings from the sources. As you can see, here are two different views: books monthly goals, resources monthly goals. Now we will begin with the books goals. You can mention your goal name here. You can select the month, and then if you have any kind of goal description, you can mention here. This comes to the interesting part. As you can see, this is the arrow sign. This is the related property which you can use to relate the same information from two different databases. Here I'll click here and it will give me the books pages from the books database. I'll add on these pages. Now these are the two pages from the books database which are added here. And now as you attach the links, you will get the automatic update on the number of the target books. As you can see, 2. Now as you will be updating the status in the books database, based on those updates in the books database, this information on the books read and progress would be automatically updated here. Now the same process applies to these resources monthly goals. Here the purpose behind this resources monthly goals is, as we all know, we save the sources but we never take time to read them, to check them again. So now if you want to utilize the sources you have already saved in the resource database, you can better utilize them by keeping the monthly goals. The process applies the same here as to the books monthly goals. You can link the resource pages from the resource database and then you will get the automatic update, as these are the target sources, how many, 2. Whenever you update the status as completed in the resource database, it will automatically update this rest of the 2. As we have discussed in this monthly goal section, that your books read would be automatically updated based on your status in the books database. So let me show you an example of it. Here we have the book section with the name of book title. Now I'll mark the status as completed. As you can see, this has already moved in this database to the completed books. Fine. And this is how like your incompleted and completed books would be organized. And now as you can see here, we updated the status of one book completed and it has already showed us that one book is read. And the same process applies to your resource monthly goals as well. As you can see, target books, target resources 2 and the resources read are 0. And here we have the resources part, and here we have the resource of new resource article entry. These are the dummy information we have filled and I have marked it as completed. And let's go back to that goals section. As you can see, it has shown us that this one resource is completed, the progress is by 5000%. So this is how you can just fill the information, update the status, and you will get your growth number wise. So this was all about this knowledge database. Now if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section, and the link to this template is given in the description below. Thank you so much for watching.